A torrential rain poured down in the Texas suburbs, with heavy raindrops continuously falling, making everything wet and cold. In that whitish rain, Michael, a 19-year-old young man of color, was pedaling his bike hurriedly. His coat was soaked through, but he couldn't stop. He had to get to his workplace, a small auto garage, before 8 a.m. His manager was a strict person, always dissatisfied when employees were late. Moreover, this job was very important to him because it helped him support his mother's family life. As he rode past an intersection, Michael suddenly saw a luxurious Tesla parked by the roadside with flashing warning lights. Next to it stood an elderly woman with white hair under an umbrella, one shoulder of her coat soaked through. It seemed she was trying to call for help, but the heavy rain had rendered her efforts futile. She looked around, clearly worried. Michael's heart pounded. He knew that if he stopped to help her, he might be late and lose his job. But if he ignored her, his conscience wouldn't be at ease. After a moment of internal struggle, Michael decided to stop his bike and approach. "Ma'am, do you need any help?" he asked, his voice warm but slightly worried. The woman turned around, her initially surprised eyes softening when she saw the sincerity in his gaze. "Oh, thank you. My car has a flat tire and my phone has no signal. I don't know what to do," she replied, her voice filled with worry. "Let me see what I can do." Michael smiled, trying to reassure the woman. He opened the trunk, finding a spare tire and the toolkit. However, upon closer inspection, he realized the tire wrench was missing. The rain was getting heavier and heavier. Each drop of cold water dripped down his face and hands. Time was passing, and he knew he had to do something to fix this situation. Michael glanced around, searching for a solution. Suddenly, he spotted a small metal rod lying amidst the roadside grass. He quickly picked it up, realizing that with a little adjustment, it could serve as a temporary tool. With strength and skill, he bent the metal rod into a suitable shape to remove the lug nuts. Despite his cold and trembling hands, Michael remained patient and focused. Rain splattered his face, but he showed no signs of wavering. The woman standing beside him sheltered both of them under her umbrella, her eyes filled with admiration and gratitude. She felt his enthusiasm and dedication. Amidst the cold rain, her heart was warmed by his kindness and perseverance. While waiting, they began to chat. "My name is Michael," he introduced himself. "I work at a nearby garage." Maya looked at him, noticing the fatigue in his eyes, but also the passion and ambition shining through. "Are you still studying?" she asked. Michael sighed. "I was accepted into MIT. My dream is to become a talented engineer, but after my father died in a traffic accident last year, I had to put my studies on hold. My mother couldn't take care of 4 young siblings alone, so I went to work to support the family." May listened, her heart sinking. "You are truly brave and responsible. I believe your father would be very proud of you." Michael smiled sadly. "Thank you, ma'am. In just over a month, my family will be moving to a farther town, with cheaper living costs and closer to relatives for support. Maybe I will never have the opportunity to set foot in MIT again." His young voice grew quieter, the last sentence sounding like a whisper. May could clearly feel the regret in his words. Finally, with relentless effort, Michael managed to remove the tire and replace it with the spare. He sighed in relief, smiling at the woman. "Your car is ready now," he said, his voice tinged with fatigue but full of joy. "You should take the car to the garage early, for further inspection," he didn't forget to advise. The woman looked at him, her eyes sparkling with emotion. "Thank you so much, Michael. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't know what to do in this weather." Michael just smiled modestly. "It's what I should do." "Michael, you've helped me so much. I don't know how to thank you," May said, wanting to ask more about him. But before she could continue speaking, Michael looked at his watch in panic. "I'm sorry, I have to go right away before I'm late for work." He hurriedly bid farewell and ran off into the rain, leaving May standing there with many thoughts. May stood silently, under the rain, her eyes watching Michael's figure gradually fading. She was surprised and moved by the kindness of the young man who had helped her without asking for anything in return. In an era where people often rush to look after themselves, Michael's sacrifice and compassion were truly rare. Her heart was filled with gratitude and respect. She thought to herself, this young man deserves a chance to pursue his dreams. She decided to tell her son about Michael, hoping that he could help this kind and talented young man. She was sure her son could do it. Who is this son that makes May so confident? More than a week later, at a luxurious villa in California, May met with her son, Elon Musk. Yes, that was Elon Musk, the world's #1 billionaire, who holds Tesla, SpaceX, and a host of other major companies. During a cozy dinner, she told Elon about the kind and talented young man who had helped her during the torrential rain in Texas. If it weren't for him, I truly wouldn't know what to do. He dreams of becoming an engineer, but his family circumstances forced him to give up. Elon listened, his eyes thoughtful. Do you know his name? Michael. But I didn't get a chance to ask them for his address. I only know that his father passed away a year ago in a traffic accident. He works at a nearby garage, and he's about to move within a month. Yvonne decided to search for Michael. I will find him. People like Michael deserve support. The search was far from easy. Information was scarce, and time was running out. Elon's team visited garages in the Texas suburbs, inquiring about Michael. A few individuals pretended to be Michael to receive benefits, causing misunderstandings and wasting time. The pressure mounted as there were only 2 weeks left before Michael was set to move. Will Elon Musk and his team manage to find Michael in time? But Elon did not give up. He deeply felt the importance of finding Michael, not only out of gratitude for the person who had helped his mother, but also because he believed that Michael was a talent in need of support. He continuously encouraged his team, reminding them of the humanitarian significance of this task. We are not just looking for one person, but we are giving a chance to a life, he said during a meeting. Elon's determination and enthusiasm spread to everyone around him, pushing them to work even harder. He utilized every possible resource, from contacting local organizations to posting announcements on media channels. His team even directly called some auto garages, hoping to find information about the young man. His persistence and dedication demonstrated a noble character, not just someone who knew how to be grateful, but someone who always cared and was willing to help others. This made many people see a different side of the world's #1 billionaire. No one thought that the owner of Tesla could act so diligently. Meanwhile, Michael still had no idea. He was busy with work, helping his mother prepare for the move. Social media or news were luxuries for the little boy's scarce time. One late afternoon, as the sunset faded behind the gray clouds, Michael was packing the last items in his small home. The room was empty, with only a few boxes filled with memories and unfinished dreams. His mother and siblings had moved to a new residence a few days earlier, and only tomorrow he too would have to leave this place. Michael sighed, looking around the familiar space. Sadness and regret filled his heart, but he had no other choice. Suddenly, the sound of knocking echoed, breaking the silence. Michael was surprised, wondering who could be arriving at this time. He stepped out to open the door, and before his eyes was a sight that left him speechless. "Hello, Michael. I'm Elon Musk," the man said with a friendly smile. "I'd like to talk to you." Michael blinked repeatedly, unable to believe what he was seeing. You're Elon Musk? Is this a joke?" "No, I'm completely serious." Elon gently shook his head. "Looks like you're about to move, huh? But I'm afraid you need to stop that." Elon gave a playful wink. While Michael was still bewildered and didn't understand what was happening, Musk continued. "My mother told me about you. Do you remember helping a woman fix her car in the pouring rain?" Memories suddenly flooded back, and Michael recalled the woman he had helped. "Yes, but I didn't know she was your mother." "That's right," Elon nodded. "She was very grateful for your kindness and talent. After hearing my mother's story, I decided I had to meet you in person." Michael felt awkward, his heart pounding wildly. "But why do you want to meet me?" Elon looked at him with sincere eyes. "Because I believe that people like you deserve the opportunity to pursue your dreams. I know you were accepted into MIT, but had to give it up because of your family circumstances. I want to help you change that." The surprise and emotion made Michael almost unable to stand. "You want to help me? But I can't accept." "Listen, Michael, you deserve it," Elon interrupted gently. "I will sponsor all your tuition fees at MIT. Additionally, I will support your family so that your mother and siblings can have a more stable life. You don't need to worry about that anymore." Tears began to stream down Michael's cheeks as a wave of strong emotions washed over him. I don't know what to say. This is too unexpected. I thought my dream was over." Elon placed his hand on his shoulder, his eyes warm and encouraging. "It's your kindness and perseverance that have brought you here. Don't give up on your dreams. The world needs people like you." Michael felt a spark of hope ignite within him. The difficult days, the long nights worrying about the future, now seemed to vanish. "Thank you, Mr. Elon. Thank you so much. I promise I will do my best and not let you down." Elon smiled. "I believe you can do it. We will arrange everything so you can enroll as soon as possible. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me." In that moment, Michael knew his life had turned a new page. Joy and gratitude filled him as he thought about returning to school, pursuing the engineering passion he had always longed for. He also thought about his mother and siblings, knowing that his family would no longer have to endure hardships. "Mr. Elon, I really don't know how to express my gratitude," Michael said, his voice still trembling. "I will never forget this." Elon nodded. "Just keep living and acting with the kindness you've shown. That's how you can repay the favor." After Elon left, Michael stood in front of his house, watching the car fade away. A gentle breeze blew by, carrying the scent of a new beginning. He clenched his fists, determined to turn his dreams into reality. That night, Michael couldn't sleep. Happiness and excitement kept him awake. He sat at the table, reopening the technical books, drawings and notes he had once had to put away. His eyes sparkled, filled with passion and aspiration. "Finally, I can continue," he whispered. "I can do this." The next morning, Michael called his mother, who had moved to a new residence with his siblings a few days before, to share the good news. Laughter and happy tears echoed from both ends of the line. "Son, you've done very well," his mother said, her voice choking with emotion. "Your father would be so proud of you." Michael looked out the window, the morning light shining through, dispelling the dark shadows. He knew that the journey ahead would not be easy, but with this opportunity, he was ready to face every challenge. His dream was taking flight, and he would soar higher and farther than ever before. Elon Musk kept his promise. Michael's family received assistance. His mother was introduced to a suitable job. Meanwhile, his younger siblings were also granted scholarships to continue their education. Especially within just a few weeks, all the enrollment and financial support procedures were arranged. When the new semester began, Michael set foot on the MIT campus, carrying a backpack full of books and a heart full of hope. He looked around, admiring the mix of historic and modern buildings, feeling the bustling atmosphere and the intellect of one of the most prestigious schools in the world. A new chapter in his life officially began. However, the initial excitement quickly gave way to worries. The new environment with talented classmates, knowledgeable professors, and the pressure from expectations sometimes made Michael feel overwhelmed. The long hallways, modern laboratories, everything was unfamiliar and challenging. Some classmates showed envy or doubted his abilities upon learning about the special circumstances that brought him here. But Michael did not give up. Whenever he felt tired, he remembered Elon's words and his mother's sacrifices. He reminded himself that he had been given a precious opportunity and could not waste it. With unwavering determination, he dove into his studies, spending hours in the library, participating in research projects, and gradually proving his talent. Sleepless nights at the study desk, diligent hours in the laboratory, everything was for the dream he had always longed for. Outside of classes, Michael also worked part-time at a nearby coffee shop. When his mother asked why he had to work so hard, Michael gently replied, "I don't want to rely entirely on help. I want to strive on my own, to be worthy of what I've received. One day, while sitting in class, Michael received an email from SpaceX. His heart raced as he read the invitation to tour the company's headquarters. Excitement filled him, and he couldn't believe that he was about to enter a place where his dreams of conquering space were becoming reality. At the SpaceX headquarters, Michael was overwhelmed by the scale and modern technology. He was guided through the laboratories, rocket assembly areas, and even got to witness a test launch. His eyes sparkled, each step filled with inspiration. Unexpectedly, she met Elon again in a meeting room. "You've done very well, Michael. I'm proud of you," Elon praised, his eyes full of encouragement. Michael felt his heart warm up, responding with a sincere smile. "Thank you, Mr. Elon. It's thanks to you that I have this opportunity." "No, it's thanks to you," Elon emphasized. "Your perseverance and effort have brought you here." They sat down together, and Michael shared the ideas and projects he had been nurturing. He talked about his desire to develop clean energy technologies, improve transportation systems, and many other bold ideas. Elon listened attentively, occasionally nodding and offering valuable suggestions, helping him broaden his vision. This meeting further nurtured Michael's dreams and determination. Elon's words made him realize that he not only wanted to become a skilled engineer, but also wanted to make a real contribution to the advancement of humanity. In the following days, Michael continued to strive relentlessly. He participated in important research projects, achieving significant accomplishments. His efforts and talent were gradually recognized. The friends who had once doubted him now looked at him with respect and admiration. Finally, after many years of studying and working hard, Michael graduated with honors from MIT. He received job offers from several top companies, but he decided to return to the community where he grew up. With his knowledge and experience, he opened a technical training center for teenagers, helping them access technology and encouraging them to pursue their dreams. "A small action can change a life," Michael shared during the center's opening ceremony. "If it weren't for that rainy day, if I hadn't decided to stop and help a stranger, I wouldn't be standing here today." Believe in the power of kindness and perseverance. Michael's story spread, inspiring many people. He became a symbol of effort and compassion, proving that circumstances cannot prevent anyone from achieving their dreams if they are persistent and determined. Under the starry night sky, Michael stood watching the stars, reflecting on his journey, from a young man under the torrential rain in Texas to a talented engineer contributing to humanity's future. Perseverance and kindness had guided him through every challenge. The story ends, but Michael's journey continues. Somewhere the seeds of compassion he planted will continue to sprout, bringing hope and change to the world. Not only Michael, but the entire community appreciated Elon Musk's actions. It is truly admirable that a successful entrepreneur like him took the time and dedication to help a young man in difficult circumstances. Elon not only recognized Michael's talent and potential, but also trusted and invested in his future. His actions not only changed one person's life, but also sent a powerful message about the importance of compassion and social responsibility. Elon Musk has proven that true success is not just measured by wealth, but also by the positive impacts we bring to others and the world. From this story, we learn that kindness and perseverance can overcome any adversity. No matter how challenging the circumstances, not giving up on your dreams and always being willing to help others will lead us to good things. Everyone has the ability to make a change, and our daily decisions can profoundly affect the lives of those around us. Let Michael's story inspire us to live kindly, persistently pursue our dreams, and believe that small actions can bring about significant changes in the world. If you have ever experienced or witnessed similar stories, please share them with us in the comments below. We would love to hear about acts of kindness from all around. Your comments can spread goodwill and inspire others. Additionally, don't forget to like, share this video, and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss the next meaningful stories. Thank you for watching.